Go forward a little bit and see if I can find anything while hidden.
I already blew my
Morak, you
street cred
should
with the
come.
prisoners, so
I
I
feel
gotta
like
go.
this is your jam.
No, Mark's
I will
going.
go.
Yeah.
I will go right after Kezia.
As you go down there, you see it's still, I would say, like, dim light throughout this, so since you don't have dark vision, it's a little hard to see, but as you look around, you do see the source of what Sunny was saying, that kind of bluish glow. Over here at this, you see kind of a shattered, vaguely feminine-looking statue holding a staff, and kind of the gemstone that makes up the end of the staff, it's like pulsing a very faint, weak blue for just a bit. And as you move forward, you see several dead weave scarred, just all on the ground, just all laid out.
Yeah, that's suspicious. I don't see anyone living, right?
No, distinctly not.
Okay,
make an arcane check.
There's no one alive down here. Yeah, I was gonna ask to do that. Not the best. 15.
As you make a medicine check as well.
Oh, I'm really bad. Let's see. Medicina.
Do you need any help down there?
As you...
I told them that they're good to come down.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys heard me or not.
Zeka will go down.
As you look over, Kezia, you see the wounds on these weave scarred. They are magical. Just on every single one of them, they are magical. That's the extent of what you can figure out.
Can I also make an Arcana?
Oh my god, guys! I believe magic damage was used here.
Hey,
I'm
Morak,
gonna go.
do you want to help me make this Arcana check here?
Oh yeah, I can do that shit.
Okay, cool.
Is
Where
it
are
glowing,
you,
actually?
boy?
They vaguely pulse. Kind
I
of like...
taught him too well. He's hidden from you.
Oh, well, I know the exact same thing as Kezia.
To be fair, you kind of just taught him
Medicine
how to
check.
steal things from people's
Yep.
pockets.
I'm gonna go
Stealing
down
them
the stairs.
completely the
also,
wrong
too.
way.
With that, Zeka, as you go over the bodies, it's kind of off-putting at first. You know, just a room of 6 dead bodies that, you know, you guys didn't kill. They were just kind of laid out.
Yeah.
The corpses look fresh, like, within the last minute or two, like, simultaneous to your guys' combat. And as you look over, you see the wounds that Kezia saw, just clearly magical, but it's like, imagine a dart went through them.
Is there any way that I can tell the source?
Roll a religion check with advantage.
There's a dead body on the ground and it's not weave scarred.
No, they're all weave scarred. Oh god. Oh god!
14, not the greatest.
You're in a temple to Mystara, the goddess of magic.
It's a teleportation circle.
Hey,
And, as you guys, thank you for reminding me, it is not a teleportation circle, but at the very far end of the room, you do see what looks like a door with arcane runes at the bottom of it, like those shown on the map, but also clear symbols to Mystara all along it.
Whoa.
Aw, just a big Zeka.
Hey, what did you
We're
say?
outside.
So, hold on a second. Hold on. What did Morak say?
We're outside.
No, it's just this is the closest art I could get.
I know. I'm just.
I like to think
Oh
that
my
at the
God.
bottom of the temple, there's just one like oasis area where it's impossibly like growing. Like that's kind of cool. I don't know.
In addition to that, you see this door sitting there. It is coated in just iconography of that symbol in just different spaces along the center, different kind of those starbursts just all along, just vaguely lit up, just a very faint glow, and a kind of feminine depiction of what you can very clearly tell is Mystara.
Gotcha.
Holding, you actually see 3 of the same woman. One just summoning some kind of magic in their hand, the other holding a staff, and the last one reading from a book.
Okay. I'm gonna try and hold out my hand and use prestidigitation and try and mimic the way she's doing it to summon a symbol of Mystara.
As you do that, you see that figure, not the figure itself, but as you do that, you see kind of the hand holding out the little arcane iconography glow. You also feel like this almost like electrical like anticipation. Like if like just the static running through your arm as you're doing this, and this kind of attraction to the door. Kezia, Byron's not down. Kezia, Morak, and I think Ode was also down there, right?
No.
Sunny.
No, Sunny.
None of the rest of you feel that. You see Zeka do it, and you see the faint glow, but none of that kind of anticipation.
Hey, Zeka, maybe we should identify it first before we do anything.
Identify the door?
Identify the sigil underneath it.
Oh. I suppose we could do that. Are you capable of that?
I mean,
Sure.
I can do it.
I can
I'm
try
pretty
it.
good at Arcana.
I'm going to reach out, and cast Identify and just touch the area right around it.
How long does that take to cast?
6 seconds, because I'm not going to ritually
She's
cast
not
it.
ritually
Okay.
casting it.
At doing that, as you touch your hand for just a second, it like you get like shocked, like if you like as if you were just like touching a switch and you just grounded yourself to it. But with that Identify, you learn first of all it's an abjuration spell, just for that sake. But this is part of a wider like lock mechanism behind this door. It's clearly the door is clearly locked for a set of instructions to release it, but you don't get the sense it's anything outwardly harmful. Like, it's more of you just
It's
won't
just
get
an
it
arcane
open.
lock.
It's an arcane lock.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Cool.
retract my conjuration and see if the glow stays.
The glow... Yeah, I'll say it stays.
It
yeah,
stays?
it stays for a little bit.
Okay.
If you wait a little bit, you'll see that after maybe a minute or so, it just kind of fades.
Okay, better me with me for this. Then I'll pull out my cookbook and I'll flip to the page where it's the Find Familiar, and I'm gonna resummon Milosh to my side, which takes 12 seconds because I have to desummon him.
And as Milosh appears, I will say just narratively, the other glow has faded. The book lights up on the door.
Okay, and then I'll take out my shepherd's staff and I'll hit Byron in the head with it. No. And I'll
Byron's not there.
$1,000 worth of damage.
Sorry, I hit Morak in the head. No, I'm joking. Then I'll hold it out like she is and cast a shower of sparks with prestidigitation.
The book fades.
Oh, the book
But
fades.
the book fades after a little bit. Anyway, same deal as the other one.
Oh, okay.
And then the staff, as you do that, it lights up. Again, it's not like an overpower. It's not like staring into a flashlight. It's more of... It's just a very soft glow. Kind of like lavender in color.
Okay. I think that either I need to do these in quick succession, or I need to do one, and then maybe Morak and Kezia, you can each do one of the other things, and that might unlock it?
We're both arcane.
Yeah, we
Hey,
can do that.
David, while they're doing this, can I search the room?
Are you looking like the basement area?
Yes, the basement.
Go ahead and roll investigation.
Boom, boom.
Nice.
With that, you do see just around the room, like, you see canisters of oil. You see just different tools that were used, like busted pickaxes, like very crude, like just mining tools. You get the very distinct sense that the Weefsguard were trying to bust this door down and were not succeeding.
I see. Okay.
On the bodies, you see some minor loot, like mundane shit, like you find a fucking dagger.
Yeah, gross. I pick it up and add it to my inventory. Now, Sonny kind of walks over and is like looking around the room. And he like crouches down, like dips one of his fingers in the oil. And he stands up and walks over and picks up a broken pickaxe. And he says, "I think they were trying to break into this place."
You also do see, just along the walls, there are several statues. The one that had the faint blue glow that kind of is illuminating this room just a little bit. There are several other statues, but they are all horribly defaced. Like, someone took a fucking hammer and just smashed it in. Like, someone put an M80. Like, they fucked them up. The one that has the faint glow is the most intact, you would say. But even then, its face is, like, just smashed out.
And that's the one.
The one that has that little glow to it, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you also find a shitload of ball bearings.
Oh yeah.
Oh, lucky.
I want ball bearings.
So do we
Mimic
all
them?
want to,
Yeah. I can do the staff. Can one of you do the book?
I mean, sure. I have books.
Okay, and then
I don't know what a book means magic-wise. Is it just hold out a book and cast a spell, or do you think it's a school of magic?
That's a good question. Let's try just. Do you have like a spell book by chance?
Do I have a spell book? And then he goes into his backpack and he starts pulling out books. It's like, no, not this one. No, not this one. No,
Inspiration!
no. I found it. Don't worry. I found it. It is a chunky ass book.
Hell yeah! Is it like leather bound and old as shit?
Huh, I don't have one.
Oh yeah.
Then Kezia, can you hold out your hand and cast something?
Yeah.
She doesn't
that
have
shouldn't be a
hands.
problem.
She casts out. She holds out
I
her
don't
hand.
have a hand.
Casts
I
mage
cast
hand.
mage hand.
As you cast mage hand,
And I do
you
prestidigitation.
you prestidigitate with your staff. Morak, what do you cast with the book?
I'm going to. He will start a firebolt, and then he will use control flames to just move it around.
Oh, that's cool.
Sounds good.
She's
And
got a flaming book.
as you do that, as all three of you do that, one by one.
I pull a Robin from Smash Brothers.
Oh no!
Oh hell yeah!
But as you all do that, these glyphs on this door, they all light up one at a time, and then as soon as you see they all are lit for lack of a better word, the glow just begins to intensify, like just getting brighter and brighter and brighter, and it starts to hurt. Like it's like looking down a flashlight at this point.
Oh fuck!
But then.
Yeah, but like, how many lumens is this flashlight?
Oh, dude, like at least 2.
Whoa.
Shit, that's nothing.
But yeah, you guys have very sensitive eyes. But
Oh shit.
In this world, that's a
the
lot.
door, but at that point, like it brightens a whole lot. Then it stops, and the doors just begin to open. And Zeka, you hear this in your mind. Welcome, my disciple.
Okay.
Did you guys just hear that? I just heard the thing. Did you hear that?
No.
Sonny, were you
what did
dropping
you
shit
hear?
again?
Sonny, did you say that?
No, it wasn't me.
And as the doors open, you see immediately this room that is much more pristine compared to the outer. You see 2 of the feminine statues standing over, this time both holding the stabs out, kind of like if you were like holding like swords like together, like in a medieval like thing, like to an oath, like, but they're aiming it towards each other, and they both are glowing a much more intense bluish glow.
Whoa.
At the center of the room, you see this pedestal made of stone just shooting straight up from it, and just a basin of water, but just surrounding it like an intense like a form of dancing lights, just circling it constantly, almost akin to Milosh's appearance as a will-o'-the-wisp, just constantly cycling around it, and you just see these arcane glyphs just embedded deep into the floor. They emit their... I would like the 3 of you to make an Arcana check, and then Zeka to make a religion check with advantage.
24.
23. And an 8 Arcana.
Fuck, you guys got this. As you guys look it over, you see these are further signs of just abjuration magic, just clearly meant to protect this place. Zeka, you see that this clearly is a fusion of just strict arcane magic and that of the more kind of divine aspect to magic that you channel. And it's clearly just meant to, like, ward this place against evil, protect it from people who would harm it. It's kind of an extension of the glyph that was on the door, but much more intense.
This is really amazing, guys. I mean,
Yeah.
I've never in my life seen anything like this. Zeka's just in awe right now.
Zeka, you feel this kind of push behind you. Not physical, but like this.
Yeah.
You want to step forward. You want to go in. Like, it's odd because this is clearly a hollowed place, but like, it's just odd. It's just this desire.
I think like almost mindlessly, like he walks almost mindlessly. He starts to walk forward, just like in awe.
Okay. Kezia and Morak
immediately. Oh, okay. What?
Yeah, you just see him doing this.
I was gonna say Morak will immediately grab.
Will
just
what?
say, I'll grab your shoulder as you start walking into the room.
Yeah, I'll walk up there next to them also.
Okay.
And I just say to Zeka, Zeka, just be careful. Don't. Last time I did anything rash with arcane shit, I was kind of on my ass for a week.
Perhaps we should tell the others what we found here.
Yes, I will. Thank you, Morak. I appreciate your concern, and I think that's a good idea, Sonny. But I'm going to walk in there right now.
And Zeka, as you do that, you see just around that center basin, you see the very top of it is kind of like a pool of water, kind of like the Half-Blood Prince thing at the end, but not nearly as ominous.
Yeah.
And all along the kind of pedestal that it's kind of resting in, you just see that same like just very stylized depictions of Mystara just on it, and just the different wards and stuff like that. And you see just like a very small cup, smaller than the size of your hand, just resting just beside it.
I'm gonna step up next to Zeka and be like, "All right, I'm going with you."
Yeah, he'll turn to Sonny and like kind of like hold out his hand.
Okay.
Like hold it out like stop, or hold it out like grab my hand?
Like grab my hand. Yeah.
They're holding hands!
It's very adorable.
Yeah, Sonny will reach out and take his hand.
And I'll start walking up to the pedestal. You said there's a cup?
Like a very small one. It's honestly more like a bowl that you would just be like...
Oh, right. Okay. Zeka will slowly walk up, and he'll bring out just a small, like... He'll just take out a small, bit of bread, and as an offering almost, like dip it into the water and eat it. Like, I feel like that's something religious people do.
Okay.
Hey,
As you
Zeka,
do
don't
that...
you dare fucking... Oh my god.
This is the way...
No, it's already happened.
It's happened.
It's already happened.
It's happened.
No,
It's
that
happened.
was to wash your hands.
As you do that, and as you bite into it, your eyes just alight. What's going on upstairs? Hold on, we're gonna cut away from this for just a second.
That's actually perfect ice.
You see Zeka put the bread into his mouth, and then you see Kezia and Morak like do the hand smack the cheeks and go, and then it cuts away. It goes to commercial.
Byron, Ode, and Artuk, how are you guys currently handling the Weave Skarta up above?
Well, I said it earlier, but I pulled out one of the children's books that I got for Artie and was just reading it in increasingly more annoying fake voices. Just over and over and over again.
You see, like, the Deadeye Weave Scarred, the ones that have the Zealot name tag on it. They don't actually, but you know what I mean. They are getting so fucking frustrated. Like, you see, like, one of them is, like, trying desperately to get out of their ropes right now, not having any success because they clearly just want to fucking strangle you. The one like melee dude, the minion type one, he is kind of just like he's kind of vibing, you get the feeling. And the last one that Kezia knocked unconscious after tracking down, they are still unconscious.
Oh my gosh, they're just dead.
I think Ode is like kind of battling with her curious nature right now, so she keeps like going to the entrance of the like abandoned temple and kind of like listening, being like, oh, is there anything going on down there? But she also will like kind of run back over here and be like, okay, they're still unconscious, like no one's getting away. So almost looking like she's pacing a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, the situation looks to be in hand. Byron is so goddamn irritating that their attention is now... Those who you think would be trying to escape are now focused on trying to escape for the purpose of throttling Byron, rather than to run away. Artie, what are you up to?
He just said he had to leave and go quick.
Oh. Artuk?
He got real sick of the voice.
Artuk has a fucking heart attack and dies.
He sees Bard reading and goes, that's what those letter combinations make in terms of
Wait, yeah, no, Artuk is listening in, not understanding you're doing voices, he just thought this was an impromptu lesson.
That's good.
We're gonna make him a
notes on the ground
kangaroo
with
or
the staff.
something.
But alrighty, since it seems like you're pretty content to just distract him, Artuk's gone. Ode, are you going to hang out up here, or are you going to head down?
I feel like in like 1 minute, Ode's curiosity would get the better of her, as long as that wouldn't like completely screw over Byron and Archon.
You get the feeling they have this situation well in hand. Like,
Yeah.
you guys tied some tough knots and you disarmed them. And they're also
They
right next to a
mastered-
I
fucking
don't want to
pit.
leave my buds alone, like lonely either. Like they're my pals.
Ode, Byron and Artuk have mastered torture.
With their sheer presence.
You start putting bamboo shoots under their fingernails.
Okay,
Or
so
you
Oh,
go-
thank you. This is better than him reading.
Ode goes over to them reading, and she's like, they've been down there kind of a while. I'm just gonna go check on them, make sure there's like no big dragon down there or something. I imagine we would have heard it, but just fuller if you need it.
You come down and we're all dead.
Alrighty, I mean, sorry. Alright, that's fine. Go ahead. We've got this handled.
Sounds good.
Oh, also, the Weaves Guard, their mouths are bound, but they're just, you hear, like, the one that's trying the hardest to get out is just fucking, like, screaming against it, just enraged.
And they like, I feel like we have this conversation like entirely ignoring their muffled screaming.
Oh, 100%.
A conversation.
But,
Dave's gone full hell again.
calm down. But, alright, Ode, as you head down, I would say you get down there right as you see, like, the door open, the quick exchange between Morak of just be careful, Zeka, and then Zeka walking in with Sunny. So, you dip the bread in the water,
Yeah, and then I
you
eat.
take a bite of it, and your eyes alight. Similar to Byron's when they go pitch black, or Morak's when you use psionics and they go purple, your eyes alight just in a brilliant lavender color. And before you, you see a vaguely feminine form. You see almost not like, it's not like looking at a person. It's more like looking at the individual weave strands forming a feminine individual. You see you can see a face to it, but it's not as though like you could see their eye color, if you understand what I'm trying to get across.
Oh no.
Like, go down to his knees and we'll offer the other half of the bread that he hasn't eaten yet to the figure.
You guys always find ways to surprise me. They
Do
take
you want
the
some? The apple bread.
the hand reaches out, and as you look over, you see, like, first of all, I don't think I need to explain to you that this is radiating divinity right now.
Oh yeah, like
I
Zed's
think it's-
scared shitless right now.
But as you look over it, you see, like, as they reach out and kind of take the bread, they actually take it back, and it, like, almost, like, dissolves into, like, arcane energy as they enter their hand.
Whoa.
But as you look over them, you see just parts of their kind of, like, this form are ravaged. Like, at the torso area, I described it as like they're formed of like the individual strands of the weave. It's as though like a knife was ripped down and severed a whole bunch of them down the center. You see, their left hand seems to be missing and is completely unraveled as like the rope strands of these strand like weave things are gone, are like forming and like tearing, like fraying. For
I can see. Almost like copper wires on a robot.
Imagine like you cut the end of a piece of rope and then you just kind of pull it apart.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I can imagine.
But like they're like clearly wounded. You see, like as they absorb your bread offering, like a few of the strands like reform, like respiral around each other and like stabilize, for lack of a better word. But it's not a whole lot.
Right, like it's inconsequential.
It's fixing a single strand of rope when this thing is made out of 100 pounds of it.
Yeah, Zeka will just bow and just wait.
My disciple. I've waited so long for another to come here.
Are you... I feel like this is a stupid question at this point, but are you Mystara?
Yes.
Oh my god. Wow.
You guys see Zeka doing this incidentally, and you don't see... see,
What do we see?
Those two statues in the background, like, the crystals, like, at the end of their stabs, they are, like, bright as anything right now. Like, the water in that basin, it's kind of, like, almost boiling isn't the right word, but, like, it's clearly, like, getting, like, agitated and, like, making waves.
Cotton.
Okay.
Do
you really want to undercut this?
No.
But
I forget. Did she take the bread?
yes.
What did we see?
You saw the bread be removed from Zeka's hands, float in the air, and then dissolve in kind of like this arcane mist.
Fuck. That's crazy.
Oh, nice.
Can I have Ode approach and kind of like see this like very briefly, and then squat down to Kezzy and be like, "Whoa, what's going on?"
He's pulling a Morak in the computer.
She doesn't get it.
Kezzy inspiration.
Kezzy is convinced that this is really bad.
We have a pattern of this. This never goes well.
So he's either going to turn on us or he's going to be very happy.
Right. I'll prepare for either one, and then Ode.
Zeka, you can hear that there's conversation behind you, but it's almost like you're in a boat. It's like a boat. Like, your attention is so wholly focused on what is before you.
I think, like, it hardly even registers for Zeka. But he'll look up to Mystara and just say, like, I don't feel like I deserve to be here. Why me?
Because you sought me out. Where many followers of mine fell, or fled, you sought me out. You sought out a temple, and you liberated it, because you knew it was right. To protect yourselves, yes, but to protect those who would come after as well. You are worthy of this, Zeka, because you choose to act to become worthy.
Thank you. I think Zeka's crying at this point because I mean he's never been told that he's worthy of anything in his entire life, and this is like the first time he feels like truly vindicated, I guess. And he just says, "What would you have me do now? I would do anything."
It is not what you can do for me. You have done enough now. But how may I help you in your quest?
You're gonna help me more?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I'm wounded. It takes much of my power to appear even now. But I may answer some questions and may guide your journey as best I can, if you so desire.
Wow. Like any question at all?
If it is within my power, I will do what I can to answer it. I know not the future, though, for that is unwritten.
That's my favorite Natasha Bedingfield song. I hope you.
I know, I love that song.
Um.
By far the best choice for Fantasy Pope.
When they removed it from Spotify, it felt like there was an arcane scar in me as well, you know? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Mystara gestures to her missing fucking hand and the void that is her fucking center mass. Oh, I feel it. This was actually caused by that.
Zeka will look to her and say, well, one question I really have is, what happened to you? Why are you scarred like this? Is it connected to the weave?
Zeka, I am the weave.
Oh.
But I will answer your question.
For this moment, though, like, your attention is, like, broken, and you become increasingly aware of your party behind you collecting.
Okay.
And Mystara pauses and kind of, like, regards them, even if they can't see it.
Okay.
But this is a great endeavor. And it pertains to more than just myself or yourself. If you trust those who walk with you.
And,
Oh, yes.
And it's seeing you nodding.
I trust them with literally everything.
Then I shall trust them as well.
And everyone who's downstairs, you see this this feminine arcane just avatar appear just before you all. Like in an explosion of arcane energy, like and just sparks.
Oh, geez.
Yes.
David, can you show her on the screen again?
1 second. I don't actually have I don't have specific art for the avatar form. I couldn't get any in time.
I already sent it. I sent it to the chat.
Oh, okay, that's what I was referencing. I thought you gave that to us. No.
Oh my fucking god!
Yes! Yes, canon!
They know nothing of the great journey!
Canon.
Mystara is fucking Cortana.
Canon. It's canon.
Damn it, David.
You know what? Yeah, no, but it's Halo 2 Cortana. But Halo 2 remastered Cortana.
I think like that, but a little bit more like wireframe, maybe? Yeah.
Definitely.
Sorry. I think you mean Halo 1 Cortana.
You mean more 2001 Cortana looking?
I fucking wish.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's what she looks like now. After
Actually, that's not terribly far off.
Yeah, I feel like that's more accurate.
That's... Okay, actually, we're gonna move on with that as the canon one. Halo 1 Cortana.
She'll look like this.
As you guys meet her more and more, you'll see her fucking model get updated.
Nice.
Nice.
But you all see, with the exception of Byron and Artuk who are upstairs,
Oh, that's.
I will say...
Oh wait, Ode has the.
Could you repeat that, Mary?
Oh, sorry. I said Ode makes the appropriate oohing and awing noise.
Excellent, excellent. I will say, if you guys want to grab your boys, I would
What would you
advise
do with
it because
the
this
sisters?
seems like it would be so weird to relate after the fact.
And then Zeka was talking to some weird blue lady.
Like, I must stress, you're talking to God right now. Capital G.
One of
Yeah,
them.
you guys,
Run away.
Ezio, one of you guys should go do it, because I'm going to stand here.
In the middle of reading the book, Byron will go, wait, I can just do this.
I'm
Pull
gonna
down his hand
message
and
them.
cast
I'm just gonna
sleep on
message
the rest
them.
of them.
Yes! No, Byron realizing sleep. They all fall down instantly, except the one that's unconscious. See, they wake up and then fall asleep.
And then he'll
Nice.
turn to Arthur and go, oi, do you want to go downstairs and see what the fuck is going on?
He says yes.
And we go.
Yeah. Wait, can you guys hear me?
Oh
Yes.
Yeah!
Oh, then yes.
Fuck.
As
Oh, you're back.
Byron and Artuk walk downstairs, though, you see an avatar of God.
One of them.
Can I hear them more clearly now?
Yeah. You are basically back with the party, and there is a collective awareness of the god in front of you.
My hand tightens around Sunny's.
Alright, your hand hurts.
Ow, it's metal.
Quite a grip you got there, champ.
I'm just gonna circle
Thanks,
around
Dad!
and Mystara's avatar. Like this is
Mystar?
just last night.
Who's your friend, Zeka?
Everyone, this is Mystara. Mystara, this is everyone, including...
Hello, Miss Tara. It's nice to meet you.
This is Sunny. He is one of my best friends, and I love him very much.
Sunny waves with
I
his
just
free
realized we're having a middle schooler act as the middleman to God.
Yeah.
That is
Yep.
correct.
truth from the mouth of babes.
Alright.
Also, I called her Miss Tara.
Oh,
and
I
thought that
heard.
was funny.
I heard, I thought it was good.
Is this mic? Hello? Is this mic? Is this mic on?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, Eric. You should be proud of yourself for that one. That was good.
Thanks.
It was a good joke. It was a good goof. Yeah, so did she ever answer the question?
She was kind of saying, do you want to gather your party before venturing forth?
Is everyone here?
I believe so.
Okay, yes, please. I would like to know.
Mystara kind of advances the functional hand and kind of drapes it just across, and you see like this almost tear in reality. Not violent, but like this almost window form, and just all around you, just the scene kind of shifts.
I feel like for everyone here, this is the most bonkers shit we've ever seen in our life.
I feel like everyone
I don't know, Marty.
with the
Except maybe
single
Byron.
exempt. No, with Byron and Morak exempt.
Oh, that's right. Morak went into the fucking Matrix.
Yeah,
Marty
dude,
also
this is
had that
fucking
dream.
elementary now.
Oh god, it can't say that. Y'all are fucking weird.
Okay,
you know
never
that?
mind. I take back what I said.
Definitively the most bonkers thing that Ode has ever seen, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, no, but what about that one time?
Pleasant.
Your backstory.
I was like, wow, this is pleasant.
This is so much better than usual.
But as it is, you all see yourselves, but you aren't physically there. You see like you're in the air and you're looking down.
I should not have eaten those mushrooms I found.
Honey, you don't.
And
Whoa!
and Mystara begins to speak.
A battle. A climactic battle. One that would decide the fate of nations. Of the world for centuries.
And as you see that, the camera pans down to a battle that Morak is historically familiar with, and Sunny is very familiar with. And you see a very large battle between the Tuskbane Coalition and the Empire of Sylvanas. The Battle of Four Rivers Plains, which was the final battle of their war 30 years ago, which coincided with the day the Weave tore.
The true battle, though, was not waged by men, but by ancient rivals.
You see the battle begin, and as it begins, Sunny, you can almost it's the sense of deja vu is you're watching something you already had done. You can, if you look, you can see individual moments of you fighting and going through it.
That's you, Sonny. Look, that's you.
As I'm viciously cutting down orcs.
Yeah,
Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus!
Yeah, I must stress that this is a battle, and they are going hard. But as the battle begins, the camera basically shifts from looking at the battle, and instead kind of pulls out a little bit, and you see just in the area surrounding it, this kind of miasma just begin to form and surround the greater battlefield.
Myself, the Weave, we became strained, as if being pulled apart, and it was as much as I could do to hold myself together against this strain.
The miasma around the battle grows, kind of intensifying at very specific points, where Sunny, you would know, is the Imperial, command center, as well as the Tuskbane Command Center. That one's a little more spread out because they got a little more directly involved, but like you see basic pockets of this miasma. None of the soldiers on the ground seem to be regarding it or even aware of it. But as this miasma forms, you also see 3 beams of pure weave energy far along the horizon in different directions, similar to what you guys saw at Fort Kingston entering into the Elder Brain.
Wait, what? I'm sorry. What is this? What is this? This miasma?
And as you ask that, you see like one strain form, and like a rope, it pulls at the edge of this miasma. The other one, it pulls from a different direction, and a third, it pulls, and this miasma begins to widen out.
Whoa.
I definitely don't remember the miasma. From when I
Not
was there.
even a little. This is the most jarring part for you. You remember the battle. You remember it very clearly, in fact. This has no bead on you. No one even on the ground seems to be even a little aware of it.
What is happening? What? Why is this happening?
Well, you see,
saw...
the impact.
I saw what would be my undoing then.
The scene shifts. It stops focusing on the battle, and instead jumps very quickly between a few different locations. One that you recognize, the ziggurat beneath Fort Kingston, and you see the weave strain being pulled into the Elder Brain, much more intensely than when you guys fought it, like on many orders of magnitude more potent and powerful. The camera slides to another one. Another Elder Brain with a similar strain being pulled into it, deep beneath the water. Like the camera shifts and goes underwater, and you see it.
Yeah.
Another not identical ziggurat, but very similar. And then a final one, deep in the ice, far beneath the surface, and you see the single largest strand of the weave being pulled directly in.
The ancient ones. The ones who strain me, draw on me, using my power against all those who fought.
As the miasma grows, you see the battle intensify. And at the very center of the miasma, you see this point begin to emerge. It looks almost like a supernova. Not nearly to that scale, but in that general appearance of just that iridescent, just spectacular light show.
But their rival would not stand for this. And so came in both my salvation.
You guys see a tiefling woman bearing the mark of the dust dragon. You see them rushing through that Arctic ziggurat that I just described and reaching an Elder Brain there. The brain is... You see them cutting down minions, kind of more Arctic themed than the ones, but similarly kind of those monstrosity biological hybrid type deal. And they cut them down and begin to approach the Elder Brain. Byron, you feel this strange sense of deja vu. Watching the faintest memory of a memory dawning on you as you feel a sense of dread and anticipation, knowing you know what's about to happen. And that is not good.
My salvation and my undoing.
The tiefling woman approaches the brain and stabs the blade deep into it. And you can all feel, Morak and Sunny more than anyone else, this massive surge of psionic energy, enough to just make your heads just split. Every one of you feel it, Morak and Sunny more intensely than anyone else. And you see that weave strands connected to this Elder Brain surge wildly. And as you look over, the camera shifts out, and you see every single one of those strands surge. All the ones connected to Fort Kingston, the underwater one, this Arctic one, they all begin to surge and fray, and then begin to snap. And as it does, you see just this wave of energy from each begin to rush straight towards the center, where that collecting miasma is, where that supernova is forming.
So much magical energy.
As the energy kind of collides with it, the miasma actually recedes.
So much destruction.
You see the supernova expand,
So much chaos.
and you see it detonate. Sonny, you have this flash of a memory as well. Your last memory before deactivating. You fighting an orcish general, you're pretty sure it was, getting knocked down and about to be finished off with a hammer. And you remember feeling not scared, but caught off guard, because as you look, the orcish general also doesn't bring down the hammer, and you both look towards the center of a battle, where you see this rush of light coming towards you, and then the next thing you remember is waking up 30 years later. The supernova detonates, and the weave strands that were connected to it, they continue to fray and tear at each other. The colors of the sky just begin to change rapidly as this unrestrained weave magic just erupts all around it. The battle ends in a sense because everyone begins to flee as the earth just erupts around it. Pockets of magic just detonating, capturing Imperial and Tuskbane troops in its wake. The skies darken as just magical electricity crackles and shifts and just tears apart the environment, and just everything descends into chaos. Men on the ground, they fall to their knees as the magic in their body corrupts them and deforms them. Some disintegrating, others just getting horribly mangled by it, and others just fleeing just to get away from the chaos. This lasts for maybe 30 seconds, and then the storm clouds begin to gather, the magical energy begins to coalesce, and you see this uncontrollable vortex of just raw arcane energy. What you all very quickly realize is the very first wild magic storm, and it is the size of a hurricane. At that point, the vision, as the destruction of that first storm begins to tear itself across the land, you guys kind of are pulled back to reality. You're back to that Temple of Mystara in the basement, and as Zeka in particular can tell, you see like the magical energy that was sustaining this Mystara avatar. You see it like noticeably diminish. Not gone yet, but like they clearly expended a lot of energy in
To
showing
answer
you.
that question.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
But you are all back to reality.
I don't want this. Is it okay for me to be asking you these questions? It seems like it's putting a lot of strain on you.
Zeka, I am far weaker than I once was. But your quest, I will survive. Make no mistake. I may just not be able to speak for some time. And ask your questions, for they are important.
Okay.
I promise you, I will still be with you at the end.
I think Sonny after that, Sonny kind of like looks over towards Morak to see what his reaction to watching Sonny's all-time greatest highlight hit reel was.
Sunny at 15th level.
Yeah.
You realize that Morak stopped watching a while ago, like kind of had his hands up over his eyes.
ADHD's a bitch.
I know, right?
Okay, that's all I got.
I'm sorry, David. I think I gotta go off script.
That's fine. The script was here to help me. It wasn't to anything.
Mystara, how can we fix you? Can we fix you?
I do not know, Zeka. What tore me apart, I don't know how I could be fixed. I can collect power still. I am just weaker than I once was, but I do not know how. What undid me was a massive surge to fray all parts of the weave at once. I don't know how to unfray myself.
Okay. We will fix you. I know it.
Thank you.
And I think I know someone who may be able to help. Do you remember Ernolus, by chance? He was the one who taught me about you in the first place.
Ernolus, his relationship with myself was far different. He used magic to further his understanding. You channeled me, channel my essence in your actions, but I do know of the one you speak.
I think I know that he can help us. He's in danger right now. He was captured. Those men who are occupying this temple, they have him right now, and I need to find him. And the last time I talked to him, he told me that I need to find Joro, and I trust him. Do you know where I can find Joro? How I can find him?
You see the eyes alighten again. This one doesn't open a tear, but it's almost... They look distant, as if they're like far-seeing and...
Joro. He is alive, but shrouded in darkness, hidden away from those who would seek to harm him, but not yet free from danger. They hunt him, and they have marked him such that his body has begun to betray him, and he is forced to seek refuge with another. A cold man, eyes of amethyst, and a heart of ice. He may aid you, but do not confuse this for trustworthiness.
Mystara kind of looks over the wider party.
One of you knows him already. This Acheron. Tread lightly if you seek him, for he is the path to success for some, but ruin for many more.
Oh shit! Oh my god!
Zeka turns back to see who reacted to
Oh, Kezia!
Hard.
You see Kezia visibly pale, I don't think is too far of a stretch.
If
Oh,
you
that's
didn't say it,
great.
I was.
We have an inn! Okay. Cool. Okay. Zeka looks like he's about to say something, but then he like pauses. And he kind of chokes on his words. And he like shakes his head. And he takes a second. And then he looks over to Sunny. And he turns back to Mystara and says, Sunny has a soul, right?
Oh, jeez.
She phrased.
She
Well,
fucking
she just
dies.
leaves.
She goes,
Hey,
I gotta go.
Mystara's eyes wander before settling on Sunny, and she reaches out a hand to him.
Exactly as I said. He's just standing there, in awe. His his aperture eyes are just like fully dilated.
You see Mystara reaching out the hand to Sunny, but not offering any words just yet.
No, I guess Sunny reaches out with still holding Zeka's hand, I guess in his right hand. Sunny reaches out with his left hand and kind of he's not really sure to expect if he's actually grabbing onto something or if it's just like an illusion. So he kind of like carefully reaches out with his other hand and goes to take her hand.
At once, you see Mystara's form begin to glow.
This one is unique. He is carved from metal, but chooses his fate. This one is confused. He's commanded and must obey, but resents it. This one sought out others of his kind, but could never find an answer he was pleased with.
You see Mystara's form begin to waver and, almost ignite.
This one struggles to answer whether it is alive or not. And it is.
And Mystara fades.
Zeka look over to Sunny and say, "Did you hear that?"
Sunny is just he hasn't moved since she faded. His
Zeka, make a perception check.
Okay.
Sunny, make a perception check.
Oh, twins.
They're just both looking at each other's eyes.
Alright. High or low?
Hi, Mylar. Hey! Hell
Right.
yeah.
Zeka, Sunny, where you reached out your hand and where you touched Mystara, as you pull back your hand and as you look at it, you see a symbol of Mystara radiating from your hand right now. After a moment it fades, but the symbol is still there, etched into your physical body.
Is it on the palm of my hand or
Like the palm, yeah.
I guess it's his left hand.
Yeah. Whichever one you touched Mystara with.
Can I make
Yeah,
an Arcana check on it? Or
This would
Well, Sunny
be
kinda
religion.
glances down at it and then he holds it over to for Zeka to look at.
can I make a religion?
What is your goal with this?
I guess I just want to see if it's just a symbol or if it seems like there's some other property to it.
Go ahead and roll.
What am I rolling?
Religion.
Nothing.
You're kind of in awe. You
Yeah.
just got told how your god broke.
Yeah.
You got told where to find a lead, and you just got told your best friend does have a soul after weeks of debate.
I think literally Zeka's hands are shaking as he takes it and just can't see it. And he's just gonna kind of throw it to the side and hug Sunny. And he's a mess. He's just sobbing.
Sunny's kind of he's kind of still in shock. So when Zeka hugs him, Sunny kind of just slowly hugs him back and pats the top of his head. I was not expecting that.
I told you. I knew it this whole time.
You sure did. Thank you, Zeka. And Sunny kind of holds him a little tighter. He says, "Thank you."
I think Zeka chills for a minute.
I think that's reasonable.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what a moment! Ode leans over to Artie and Byron, and she says, "This is the one instance that we've been in, not at all like a play I can think of."
Inspiration!